Hi there, this is a quick follow-up to my preceding video on the first batch of spy photos we got for House of the Dragon Season 2 filming of the Dragonseeds, the Targaryen bastards who become dragon riders. Specifically Nettles. Picking apart who in these spy photos could be Nettles, because she's a major character. That she's this young black woman, she doesn't look Valyrian at all, she doesn't have silver hair, who nonetheless is really cunning and intelligent and manages to figure out how to bond with one of the dragons that everyone thought was untamable because he's one of the wild ones that never had a rider. But she put out sheep for him to get used to her presence, and she managed to claim the sheep stealer. Very popular character, so we're trying to figure out where she is in all of this. And I cautioned in my first video quite a bit. I said, I'm rushing this out, I hate doing that. This is getting updated as I speak with better quality spy photos. That'll refine our conclusions in this. And I did caution. There's a couple of dozen Targaryen bastards who try their luck at claiming them in the books, and in the photos, more blurry than this, we can see more than 4 people are arriving at this beach in boats with silver wigs. This one shot happened to be the good quality shot we had, but I said some of these could be extras. I mean, one of them wasn't, unless you can confirm the actor. One of them was clearly actor Kieran Boo, who therefore is probably going to be playing Hugh Hammer, the bastard who claims Vermithor. As for the other ones, that could be random other Targaryen bastard who's going to get eaten during the tryouts. Well, as it happened, we got better quality shots of the same sequence, and just that they're lined up as if they're candidates, like 2 or 3 people down the line from where that original photo was cropped. There's another black person who I think is very probably Nettles. More probably Nettles than the one people jumped to that conclusion on. If you saw the first video, I said everyone's jumping to the conclusion this is Nettles. It's a woman with very large dark hair, but at this resolution it could just be blowing around in the wind. It's blurry. I can't really tell what her skin color is. And for that matter, because she's facing away from camera, it's against black hair. Maybe there's more than one black person who tries their luck at claiming them. You never know. That the distinction for me was looking at this second person now more clearly. Well, some people said this looks like a man to them because they're wearing a cape. No, I think this is a woman. Just from looking at this, it is very clearly a black person, whereas the other one I couldn't tell. Hair braided in the back, which is good for that, but the real distinction for me is the woman on the left, who I said I doubt this is Nettles, is dressed relatively well. Like, that isn't the way commoners dress. She is dressed relatively richly. When Nettles is a street urchin. I mean, she's an urchin eking out an existence on the docks of Driftmark Island. That you wouldn't expect Nettles to be well dressed. You'd expect her to be functionally dressed at best. So the person on the right is more clearly black. Some people said they don't think this is a woman. I'm pretty sure it is, just wearing a cape. And dressed plainly. That's closer to what I think Nettles would look like. And on top of that, there's this whole thing that people wonder whether Nettles is even a Targaryen bastard, because not only does she not have silver hair, I don't think they should cast, a light-skinned person. The way that, Laenor and Laena looked kind of biracial, that she has to be really black, to the point that you wonder, does she even have a Targaryen parent, or is she just a commoner who managed to claim one? That it would remove some of that ambiguity if you cast a light-skinned person, I think. But it's a darker-skinned actress dressed really plainly off on the right, I think is more probably Nettles. Now that we have this better resolution shot of these 2 people, tell me what you think with the side-by-side comparison. Other piece of news related to this is, same day that came out, one of the casting agencies that they only post when actors are filming, the day the actor is actually filming, the casting agency will lift the embargo and say, yes, they've joined House of the Dragon. Same day as filming on this, actress Parker LePain, not many credits to her name, but an actress, Parker LePain, who's not just a background extra, casting agency said she's joined House of the Dragon. Some people are wondering if she is one of the Dragonseeds. And the person to the left of Kieran Boo could be Parker LePain. And on top of that, Kieran Boo started following Parker LePain on Instagram, same time. That she's 20 years old. I don't think this is Sarah Snow. The signs are indicating that she's part of this Dragonseed sequence, not the North stuff, which they're probably not even filming yet. This, in turn, has led to the theory maybe they gender-swapped Ulf the White, the other bastard who sort of teams up with Hugh Hammer, and that they're coming together. I wouldn't be totally opposed to gender-swapping that, because the real thing that defines Ulf the White is that he's Ulf the Sot, he's Ulf the Drunken, that he's a total drunk, is really the defining characteristic more than the other stuff. So I wouldn't be opposed to that in general principle. I just don't think they did it. I can't confirm they did that. Like I said, some of these could just be extras they happen to be standing next to, who are other Targaryen bastard number 2, as opposed to named character Ulf the White. That's a theory that is plausible, but I have no confirmation on. I think Parker LePain is playing a Targaryen bastard. Is she playing Ulf? That's the question. I don't know from this meager evidence here. Other better spy photos we got of the same sequence do show what appears to be Rhaenyra and Jace meeting them. They're at very poor resolution, but we do think we see other people coming to this. I think the Nettles is probably the person on the right. Other spy photos we got today that are not worth splitting off into a separate video. Over in the different part of Wales at the quarry where they're filming, not in the beach set, they're moving a lot of scorpion sets, the arrow launcher scorpions, the siege weapon. They're moving a lot of scorpions into the quarry where they're filming a battle scene, which is assuredly the Battle of Rook's Rest. And we're not putting up with any of that Qyburn-invented super scorpions crap. It's, if you can catch one in the eye in 1,000,001 shot, like how Meraxes died, that might work. Otherwise, they're impervious to scorpions. They do use scorpions as anti-dragon weapons because you're aiming for the rider, and they have greater range than just a normal hand-drawn longbow. Fair enough. How did we get these photos? The flatbeds bringing the scorpions to the set had to gas up at a Texaco station, so we got a lot of spy photos of them. So this is all news in progress. Like I said, the more spy photos we get, the more I can refine my conclusions on all this. Please like and subscribe for further updates.